Hello and welcome to a most unexpected vlog. I was waking up this morning in the back cabin, just rubbing my eyes, stretching and generally coming around, and I looked up at the roof above me and the sides of the boat, and I thought, this must be a little bit of what it's like being an astronaut on the International Space Station. You know, living in cramped quarters in a long metal tube. And then a flash of genius inspiration struck me. I should remodel the whole boat to look like a module of the ISS. It would be terrific. I mean, just imagine the possibilities. I am totally seized by this idea, and to this end I have this morning registered a not-for-profit company which I'm calling NASA. That's the Northampton Aeronautics and Space Administration, and I'm going to apply for some lottery grants or similar monies to see if they will help me with this plan. So all my previous ideas out of the window. Forget cruising all summer. No. I'm going to take the boat over to the hard standing, and throughout the next few months I'm going to convert this to look like a module of the ISS. Just think of it, it's going to be terrific. And maybe when I've done, I will go cruising up to the Space Museum at Leicester, and I will moor there indefinitely, perhaps don a space helmet and invite passers-by for a tour, and they can throw me a couple of quid for the privilege, and that's how I shall earn an income. But it's going to be a massive job, total refit, everything's going to have to change. Let me show you what I'm going to do. The first thing, of course, is that astronauts don't have nice, comfortable double beds to lie on. They have to sleep standing up, but it's okay because I can sort that out. This is my cupboard in the bedroom, and I'm going to convert this to an astronaut sleeping quarters. I've got my sleeping bag here, and what I'm going to do is hang it up and then secure it in and secure me in with straps. So essentially I'll be sleeping here upright, just like a real astronaut. I think it's going to give me a proper taste of what life on board the ISS would be like. Now you might notice that we're floating. I'm trying to simulate the effect of zero G here. Obviously I can't properly do it, but we'll do our best. So float me with me, if you will. Float now, float this way, and we'll go to the bathroom. Let's talk about space bathrooms. Because what you don't get in spaceships, of course, is water. You can't have water floating about all over the place. So henceforth, the shower cubicle is going to be out of action, and I'm just going to wash with those baby wet wipes. No more showering for me at all. I'm only going to keep myself clean with baby wet wipes. I can't see a problem with that. That'll be fine, won't it? Float with me some more. Let's go to the living quarters. Float. Zero G floating. Just imagine, close your eyes, and imagine zero G floating. Here we are in the saloon then. Obviously, there's going to have to be a lot of refitting work here because it's all wood, and there's no wood on the International Space Station. So what I'm going to do is strip all of this out. I'm going to take an axe to it, or a chisel, whatever it takes, hacksaws. I'm going to take all the wood off the ceiling. I'm going to take the wood off the floor. I'm going to take the wood panels off the side. Replace it all with sheet metal. It's just going to look industrial and space stationy. It's going to be absolutely awesome. I'll have lots of wires and lights and things. Just imagine the whole of this made to look space stationy. It's going to be fantastic. One thing obviously I'm going to have to change, float with me, is these front doors, because, well, they don't look like a space station at all, do they? So I'm going to take those off and replace them with a large circular metal hatch, which you have to sort of unscrew and swing open, and then dive through head first to get out. But it's okay, it's all right, I haven't gone completely mad. What I'll do is I'll put the teak table that I have in the well deck, sprayed silver to look metal, on the other side, and then that'll give you just something to sort of dive out onto. It'll be like a cat flap, but human-sized and round. And I think that'll make the front of the boat look a lot more space-age. You'll feel like you're really coming into a space capsule once you're in there. Final couple of things, of course, on the outside. I'm going to have to change that because at the moment it's all green and red paint and things. So I'm going to strip all the paint off the boat, sandblast it, shot blast it all the way off, back to bare metal, including the hull. You can't have that black bitumen stuff on the hull. That would be absurd. No space station has that. So just back to bare metal. I suspect after a while it might start to discolour. So what I'm going to do is get loads of aluminium foil and stick it on with super glue all over the boat. It's just going to look so much like a space capsule. I mean, I've already got solar panels. What more do you need? 2 final touches to this awesome project. Of course, NASA never calls a spade. They have to think of little acronyms and abbreviations. So henceforth, this is the Ferrous Oxide Observation Laboratory. And I'm going to rename it because I think you need a new name for it. And given the month, I'm going to call it April. Join with me, if you will, in the countdown to this. Starting now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.